Is that how
I played a recent modded Left 4 Dead 2 map called Precinct 18 or something. Anyways, it was a really fun map. I really enjoyed it. I had modded the game extensively. I might post the mod list later if anyone asks for it. But basically, this is a heavily modified version of Left 4 Dead 2. It's got RNG skins on all of the special infected as well as the commons. So I'll just give a little bit of commentary as we go through here. The map itself is pretty standard, looking like No Mercy, right, where you come down through the apartments. We got a nice little gun cabinet here at the start where you get your first weapon. I decided to go with the shotgun. This pump action is actually a custom model, along with the shells itself. Like, you can tell they're blue, and there's different kinds of shells, right? So the gunshots as well, they're different in comparison to different gunshot sounds that we're used to in Left 4 Dead. So it's nice to change out the stock or vanilla sounds and models for the weapons for custom one. I also did include some scripts that change different parts of the game. For example, if you notice, the common infected have some different zombies sprinkled in with them, like military zombies, different kinds of zombies depending on the area, which I did on purpose because I really like the RNG aspect of the common infected. I don't like them all looking the same like they usually do in Left 4 Dead, especially number 2. One thing I didn't like about number 2 was how, I don't know, the Left 4 Dead 1 zombies, they kind of fit in better with the environment. But this mod I've added, the nice part too is it includes the gore, as you can see here, the body parts falling off. It includes the gore with these custom zombies as well, which is really nice. Coming out here out of the sewer, it's a pretty early start, but you can see right there that hunter's skin was green. It was a little different. I like having these custom skins on the enemies. Gives them a little unique flavor and variety to the game. This wide open space with the bridge up above was really fun to fight in. As you can go in through here, I had a little sneak attack in the form of a charger just spawned in front of me. But even you can tell on the skin of that charger, it was a little different than usual. But yeah, there's a nice spot right there by that boomer. So we get a nice little horde crescendo event in here where we get to fight off the zombies that get alerted from that car alarm. It was very fun. I really enjoyed the do not enter sign right next to it. I really enjoyed trying to hold off in this section with the bodies piling up. I really enjoyed seeing the bodies pile up like that. It looks really good. In Left 4 Dead 1, that's something that they didn't really have at the time. The bodies of each of the zombies would just disappear into the void. But right here, I've added plenty of mods that keep the bodies, which is nice. It was really good. Coming out of that first level, this particular map isn't too difficult. I went ahead and I actually added in another submachine gun that is in the form of a sidearm, and that is a Glock 19 with 30 round magazines, automatic. As you can see here, it's very fun to shoot. It's not very effective at long range, but up close it absolutely dominates. It's a powerhouse. So I really enjoyed using it. It wasn't as effective in these open areas, but I tried to find a corner so I could put myself against it and fire from there. It is very effective at close range, which I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, it does a very good job. And it was fun to use with different kind of sidearms in comparison to the regular sidearms we're used to using in vanilla Left 4 Dead. Over here we've got a gun shop. Now this gun shop had a few different kinds of guns in it, AKs and M4s. They're all custom models. I decided to go with the M4, and there's a optional door right here you can open that spawns a tank. I went ahead and opened this door, hoping that the AI would be smart enough to get out of the way. That is very wishful thinking half the time. Bill puts himself in a corner, so I try my best to save him here, but I mean, the Glock is what does it, because I mean, it absolutely shreds this thing up close.
Got him.
So that saved his life. But yeah, it was a good find because I managed to find one of my favorite kinds of weapons in the game, the hunting rifle. But I have given it the M14 skin, so I get a nice M14 rifle. I like using the Modern Warfare skin for it because I was just a really huge fan of that weapon in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one. So I like using the M14, as you'll see here in a second. It's very enjoyable to zoom in and also to see the skin and hear the sound. I really enjoy the sound of the reload on the M14 and the shots it makes. That was a nice unique skin for the hunter right there. It's kind of gray. So then, we're coming out here, we try out the M14. Sounds very good, very satisfying. Now, I don't really get into a lot of fights here, but this is one particular rooftop battle that I enjoyed quite a bit. This was a custom map from Left 4 Dead 1 that's been ported into Left 4 Dead 2. And it's quite enjoyable. As you can see, they even added explosive barrels. If you set off on the explosive barrels, a tank comes out. There's a lot of moments like this in this campaign. Optional boss battles, as you will, with these tanks. I fought quite a few tanks throughout this campaign, probably more than in any recent campaigns. They're all over the place, so the Glock helped out quite a bit. In fact, I found myself running into a tank practically around every corner. This tank, maybe he was tired of his buddies getting killed because he just blocked the door. I even found a tank inside of a club. I mean, I love dancing just as much as the next person, but the last thing you want to do is have to fight. I don't know how big the tank is, 6, 8 feet, 10 feet tall monstrosity. It was pure muscle and ripping flesh. In here we've got a generator room. I really enjoyed this crescendo event. It was probably one of my favorites. It was very frantic. Seeing all the zombies come out the window was very fun. It was very fun to hold this position with weapons we'd just gotten out of a gun shop, with the laser accuracy. I decided to try a scar out. But yeah, this little combo from the smoker and the charger was very potent indeed. I was very impressed with the AI's ability to do that. Then once again we run into another tank after going through an underground passage. This is something that games like Back 4 Blood just don't get right. I really enjoyed this little sequence right here. It was fun going through the underground parking and running into, once again, another tank. Now once you get to the end of the campaign, you help this police officer out by gassing up his car so he can escape. It's kind of a fun little thing because in the original one you would just turn on the gas pump and wait, but in this one you actually have to go get the gas cans, just like in the first campaign of Left 4 Dead 2, Dead Center. So we went ahead and instead of fueling up Jimmy Gibbs' stock car, we're filling up this police car. It wasn't too bad until 2 tanks showed up. That's right, 2 tanks. Bill. Now I messed up there. That was one of the mistakes I made. I forgot to reload. But yeah, Bill doesn't make it here. He gets absolutely shredded by these tanks. He gets boomer biled on, so it's even worse because a common infected horde comes. But yeah, it was not good. It was not good at all. So with Bill dead, it made things a little bit harder, especially because Francis just couldn't figure out the shotgun. But finally, we managed to. I tried to find a defibrillator, but yeah, I just looked after looking all over the place and not finding a defibrillator. I decided to gas up and get out of there. Lewis was already down, and well, I didn't want to lose Francis too, so we called it after that. Overall, I want to say I loved the campaign. It was a lot of fun. Left 4 Dead 2 modded is still very fun to play. I enjoy it to its fullest. And it's really hard to get away from a game like this that is just so good. It's hard to beat it in a sense. Something that I've always wanted more of in Back 4 Blood. But Left 4 Dead 2 just continues to amaze me with its mods and its longevity.